This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Night number 2 of district tournament action, and we begin in the 13th region.
That's right. The 50th district was wild and crazy in the regular season.
So why would the postseason be any different, right?
Shouldn't be.
Andrew Griffith saluting the crowd. Williamsburg, Zach Allen for South Laurel salutes the crowd. Yellow Jackets, Cardinals. Let's get this thing going. First bucket of the game comes off a Jared Grubb steal, and Allen, the big guy, straight to the hoop. The finish, Cardinals by 2.
Dang.
Corey Shelton had himself a ball game. 3 ball from Shelton from straight away. Drops through. Williesburg goes on top by 2. Grubb driving in the paint. The kid is talented. Back to a tie game. Back and forth we would go all night. Grubb, he's not done. Ryan Anders and Caleb Taylor get the block on one end, gets it out to Grubb in transition. Easy bucket, South back up 2. Seconds winding down in the first half. Shelton to Skylar Griffith at the buzzer. No problem. This would come down to the wire. Williamsburg gets the win over South Laurel 51-49.
Can't leave your feet on the pump fake. Right now to the girls' 50th district, Whitley County, South Laurel Lady Cards jump out to a quick lead thanks to Taylor Cromer's ability to hit the 3-ball. Racker. Cromer had 16 on the night. Whitley County, though, did not back down. Taylor Dingus. Yeah, the baseline J. She had a team high 19, and actually that was a game high. Lady Colonels on the comeback. Oh, what a Euro step there by South Cromer. Lady Colonels, though, lead by 2. Second quarter, Lady Cards back on top, but Haley Jones for 3. Whitley County earns a spot in the district championship game with Corbin 49-41 the final.
Seth and Austin playing in the Betsy Lane Bobcat Band. I told him I'd get him on TV. Allen Central taking on the Bobcats in the 58th. Early going, Bailey Wright going straight to the rack. Gets the 2. Rebels leading by a deuce. Bobcats take the lead, though, at the other end. Mackenzie Akers hits the triple. Cats go up 1. For Central, it's Wright again. Takes it in from the corner. Lays it up. Rebels, though, down 2. The Rebels did this a lot tonight. Turn it over. Peyton Case picks it up. Peyton Case lays it in. Betsy Lane up 4. You know, I said they did it a lot. Dylan Cottle's pass sails high. Another steal for Case. Another conversion for 2. The lead now 7. But Allen Central, for the first time since 2008, advances to the 15th region tournament. The Rebels, the 4 seed, upsets Betsy Lane 48-45 in the first round.
All right, your band ISO was cool. Mine was better.
You didn't shoot it.
Okay, thanks, Nathan Little. Hey, look, Buckhorn versus Leslie County. There's the ladies from Hyden. First half, Peyton Cooper tips the ball, and Buckhorn swings it over to Connor Hoskins as he and Boggs cleans it up, though, for 2 points. Horn up 1 at the half. Fourth quarter now, Cooper, sick feed to put the Horn up by 10. That was Boggs again. James Brock now with the tray from the corner, cuts the lead to 6. Next trip up the court, hey, why not? Same spot. That's good.
You may want to guard him in the corner.
You may want to. We're down by 4, though, but not be enough. Cooper takes it right down the rack. Right to the rack, I should say. Buckhorn will take on the winner of tomorrow night's Perry Central Hazard matchup as they beat the Eagles 59-52. Coming up, girls basketball highlights from the Big Sandy, including the up for grabs and unpredictable 57th district at Johnson Central. For the first time ever, a 4-way tie in the girls' 57th district.
It literally took a coin flip or a couple of coin flips to decide who would play who.
Yeah, first up for us tonight in the 57th, Johnson Central and Magoffin County. Darren Rice, looking dap as always, with the checkered button down tonight. Looking real nice. Schmiegel, the Golden Eagle, and the Johnson Central student section. Also looking dap and all fired up. First quarter, Jazzy Howard down inside to Allie O'Hare. Up in, that's good. Later, Bailey Daniel. Her first 2 points of the game, but Magoffin still up 2. Coach Rice told me before the game, we just don't have a lot of size, Jamie. Yeah, there's an example of it. Jazzy Howard right to the rack. She had 4 first quarter points. Later, JC down 5. Laura DeLong, racker. She had 11 points in the game. JC shot 37% from the field tonight. Later, Jayla Spurlock. Oh, never leave your feet as a defender. Pump fakes. That's good. Spurlock connects, and Johnson Central advances on a Tuesday. 5 JC players with at least 7 points in the game.
You just said don't leave your feet a couple highlights ago. Two-time defending 58th District champion Allen Central taking on 1 seed Betsy Lane in round 1. Kelsey Parsons running baseline, hits the mid-range jumper. Lady Rebs up too early. Lady Cats come down at the other end. Brandy Morrow nails the 3. Betsy Lane goes up 1. On the opposite wing, Katie Tackett lets one fly from deep. She also connects. Lady Cats now up 3. Nice ball movement here. Kaylee Moore to Bailey Wright, back to Moore. Gets the bucket inside. Allen Central now by 1. But the second quarter would belong to Betsy Lane. Check out the ball movement to Chloe Johnson for the long 2. Lady Cats beat the Lady Rebels 57-41. They will play in Thursday's championship.
Back out to the 57th, Paintsville, Sheldon Clark. Winner gets Johnson Central in the finals. First quarter, 5 seconds to go. Got to get a shot off. Maddie Trimble does. Let her rain at the buzzer. Paintsville down by 6, though, at the end of 1. Second quarter, Anna Keaton, foul 3. 8 for Keaton on the night, and then later it's Kelsey Dean right to the rack. 8 points also for Dean. Sheldon Clark and Paintsville tied at 24 at the break. Second half, Hope Lafferty. She led the way for the Lady Cardinals with 12. SC by 2. Under a minute to play now in the third quarter. Lafferty down into the Waller Baller. There you go, Emily Waller up and in. 9 for Waller on the night. Fourth quarter, Trimble down into Kerrigan Salmons. 13 for Salmons to lead Paintsville. It comes down to this, though. 15 seconds to go. Lafferty with the ball in her hand. Trimble on her. Oh, no. Sheldon Clark down 1. Put them up by 1 now. Lafferty goes right by Trimble. It's good, and it's going to be a Ricey final. Tim Rice's Sheldon Clark Lady Cardinals advance to play Darren Rice and Johnson Central in the finals. Unbelievable.
And we'll be right back.